I went through the regular process because I didn't have money to pay for priority. Okay. Yes, there are always 2 forms to whatever in everywhere you go.
How much the priority?
It was in Dallas. I just didn't even want to.
You didn't even look at it. No. Just put it there.
I'm a Ghanaian. What I know about is CDs. Okay. I have not held dollars. I don't know what is with Dallas. So I applied. I was supposed to have gotten a reply in like 6 months. Wow. 6 months came to pass.
Which date exactly did you apply? Remember?
It was somewhere June or something.
Okay.
I can't really remember. Okay. Yes. So the dates came to pass. I kept on checking on my mail. I didn't see anything. And so Christmas was fast approaching, and as a caterer, a chef, and a restaurateur, I decided to do a project I had always done during Christmas, Mickey's in Blue Night Party, where the youth will gather on the eve of Christmas Day, have fun, do entertainment, eat and drink, we party, in that they don't have to leave to other towns to go and then put in the money there. The tax can come back to our own town, and then there will be good development. So I went in with my guys who have always been there, and we were in the process talking about Mickey's in Blue Night Party. One midnight, around 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., I woke up to do my special prayers. Okay. And just after ablution and doing that special prayer, something was telling me that go to your Gmail. You've always been getting some unnecessary messages. Go and delete them. Then I sat down, opened the mail, and the first message I saw was that message of approval to embark on the cooking marathon. I quickly woke my husband up, and work about Cook-A-Thon started right that moment at 3 a.m. on that very day.
Okay. Your husband's support cannot go unnoticed. Awesome man by all standards. Tell us his contributions. We like the smile. Turn it to laugh. Yes.
Okay, so I've been hearing these kinds of messages. Your husband. Remember that my husband is coming from a noble institution in this country, and a soldier or a military man and an officer cannot just come out and do anything by himself. And so if you are giving the credit to him that yes, he really supported, he did this and that, you need to acknowledge the fact that they had heads. We had a very great man, our northern commander, Brigadier Asian. In fact, he led the way for my husband to be able to be comfortable to go ahead with whatever he was doing. In fact, he would have quickly been called to order. And so I have to acknowledge people like Brigadier Asian, my own commander at the Kamina Barracks, the Air Force, the Airborne, and the national heads of the Ghana Army. They contributed immensely to the security of this program. And so did my husband take it upon from that angle to do whatever he wanted to do. I'm so grateful for him because he left his schedules, work, and everything to ensure. There were times I looked through the kitchen and see him sweating. I said, this man cry, what is it? You chop love so day, you can't chop love for Cook-A-Thon.
Does he cook?
He doesn't cook. I do the cooking. But even when you are in the kitchen at home, it's like, Atopa, what are you cooking? Let me taste them. So just wait, I'll come out with the food. Now, when I was at Cook-A-Thon, he brought back that same attitude. Within intervals, he will come and open the door and peep. Atopa, are you okay? So, I'm okay, babe. You let Guinness people see you. It's so I'll be fine. Aww. If I'm not fine, what will we do? Right now, I have to make Ghanaians proud. Aww. So you go and be at peace. I'll be fine.
Oh, we like the supportive. We like he's a supportive husband. Yeah.
And
we like to see
those sous chefs, man. The people in the room with you. How did you? Was there an application to come and be part of the action? How did you find them?
Okay, so when you apply with the Cook-A-Thon, they tell you to. You have the privilege for a prep chef. Right. The prep chef is meant to pick this for you, pick that for that. but the person cannot do the meals.
Yeah.
And so they are not allowed to stand by your cooker to cook. You do everything. And so having someone like Chef Eric is someone I came from far with. Yes, we were doing Indian restaurants together, hotels, a whole lot of places together until this dream came true. And so I told my guys that this is not the time to be looking somewhere for someone new. The people you came up with are the same people you should try to hold hands with first in your successes. And so it was a big deal for me to let the world see what Eric also has to offer. And I'm sure he would not just get help from it, it will build on his confidence to be able to manifest the skills he also has in him. And so I was very happy that whenever meals were cooked, I had this friendliness to tell him that, Eric, people are watching us, so let's decorate this meal very well. Hey, they think we don't know something, let's do it well. Do this, do that, pa. Yes.
So
and
was
Eric,
he sleeping?
Oh, there were times Eric would even tell me, Faila, I'm going to pee. Not knowing Eric was going to take a nap.
Smart guy.
He didn't want you to get jealous of him going to sleep.
Eric will come back and meet me in the kitchen and I'll tell Eric, you see the nap you have taken, that's your breakfast today. You're not eating anything in the kitchen.
And you said something which I want to just touch a little bit on. You said your mother's taught you how to serve people in style so they really enjoy the food. What do you think Mama would have made of your performance?
Unfortunately, she's not alive to see this.
I know. What do you think she would have made of this?
I strongly believe my mother would have fainted out of excitement because she was always like, oh, my parents didn't give me education. I was not rich. I was not that. I was not what. I don't know how to read and write. It's a beautiful thing to have given birth to a very young girl, and just maybe if she had lived to see how far I had gone into my education, having to go all the way to UDS, have a degree, come back, still manifesting my skills and talents. My mom loved songs by Forian Ponsan, Amachi Dede. I can't name them. And so her love for this music.
High life?
Yes, so much. It made me sing so much to these songs like that. I could pick anybody's song and sing it A to Z. And so when I first came out with my own music, my mom wasn't surprised though. It was a talent that manifested. And now with the skill part, just maybe if she was there to also see what had come out of the food. But I'm sure she's going to be proud wherever she is.
Yes, God bless Mama.
I'm grateful to her that she didn't allow me do what I want. She didn't give me that freedom to do what I wanted as a female. I am now appreciating that. Just maybe if I had all the freedom I wanted and gone wayward, I wouldn't be here. So I'm grateful to her.
There was a gentleman who kept fort in front of the Modern City Hotel. He lay there with a mat.
Yes.
Do you have any relationship with that man? That gentleman? Do you know him?
I didn't know Hamdan from anywhere. But with guys from my town, my team members, my managers right now, my friends, are a true definition of the fact that a young girl can always come up with something beautiful as Cook-A-Thon and others, and you would have very wonderful guys coming from nowhere to come and support you like their biological sister. And that's exactly what Hamdan did. I was so grateful to him, said that every morning I'll ask Chef Eric, our friend is not here yet. Every evening I'll be like, Eric, our friend is not here yet. Then all of a sudden Eric would tap me on the shoulder and say, Hamdan is coming with his map. His mat. Then I'll be like, okay, the next meal we are preparing,
is for Hamdan.
Make sure you give Hamdan some.
I'm just curious. how many tubers of yam did you go through? How many bags of rice? Do you have the statistics?
Oh my
The
God.
eggs. How many eggs did you cook?
Oh my
How many tomatoes went down? How many liters of oil swam in your kitchen? How many teaspoons of salt?
If I was left, if I were left alone in that kitchen and not pulled out by my management or telling me, Faila, stop, we are having calls that stop. If I want to describe the gratitude that was in my heart, having to see people like the Bimbila chief, a whole Bimbila chief.
Here and we were smelling the aroma of the food all the way. And then I saw one of your medical team, one of them, he jabbed you and said, water. And I just saw you go for a bottle of water and then you gulped it. Tell us about your medical team.
Very big thank you to the MRS, Kamina Barracks MRS, and Tamale Teaching Hospital. I became like a property to them.
Ghana's property, eh?
When I had my 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes to go and rest, believe me, they fought for it to ensure that I was in my correct mental state. Physically, I was fine to keep me moving.
So do you lie down resting, or do you sit down? What do you do when you rest?
I just lie on my bed and they are all over me. So the sleep would not even come.
Are you tempted to sleep though?
It will come, but it will vanish with the fact that something will pinch you and tell you that you have a purpose to accomplish.
Then your eyes will
Then the eyes will open.
But the temptation was there.
The temptation was there to sleep the way you want, but no. From the first day to the 10th day until I got out of that box, I had never slept.
You didn't doze off for even a second, 2 seconds.
You would doze off, but you would wake up.
Were you aware of the passage of time? Did you know I've done 10 hours, I've done 20? Were you aware?
I didn't want to know. There was a television in the kitchen that was reading.
Okay.
And at a point, I told my team members to go and put it off because it didn't matter. I wanted to keep seeing my people being happy every day. I didn't want the numbers that were reading. The people mattered to me than those numbers.
So you didn't know whether it was night or it was morning?
I didn't know. I only told my team that when they think that we would be going beyond certain hours, Guinness would not be happy with. They should, and would have wished that I go to rest some few minutes. They should try and come and pull me out. That is what I told them.
So, at a point, how many doctors did you have at your beck and call? You were like the queen, the princess. How many doctors did you have at your beck and call?
Yes. So now I had all the wonderful doctors you would see in Tamale, wanting to come closer and ensure that I was fine. And each day they pass through even before they go to work.
Okay. Did you have somebody who was talking to you, psyching you up mentally, giving you that, that strong mental
fortitude?
Yes,
mental fortitude. Thank you,
I had a very wonderful psychologist from the TTH. And believe me, the man was a great man.
What was he saying?
There were times he would come out, before we come out of my room, then he would whisper into my ears, Faila, would you have just woken up from your house and see all these wonderful, great people at your doorstep for nothing? Then I said, no. So they are here for you. Prove them right. They are here for you. Do it for them. The man is one of the people I would never forget.
Awesome stuff. Having
to speak positivity into someone, even when they don't have the strength to carry on. It's indescribable.
Did you ever feel like giving up? I mean, at a
there
point,
was no day I felt like giving up. For what? For who?
I made our day. Faila, where is my food? We are bringing it up. Do you know this guy? Wait, watch the video.
I'm very built.
Watch the video and tell us if you know him and your relationship with him.
Yeah, so it's coming. So in case you just joined us, we're here with Faila. She did 227 hours, 227, and 2 minutes, and 2 seconds.
Yes.
Where from that 2 seconds?
Faila. There he is.
Sound.
Since morning I don't chop. I don't chop. I don't say something good to go on for you. So see what come on. Faila, where's my food?
and that's it. I don't do that.
No,
That's
serve them
it.
well.
So when we were about to serve each meal, Eric would be like, Madam, let's just cut the thing small. I say, Eric,
Stop that.
you see the people coming here. They are here for us. Everyone must sati.
One time.
We have to give them the food. If we give this badge to others and the food is not sufficient, I'm already expected to cook 2 meals at a go.
Yeah,
The other batch will get food. So when I looked at people like this, I was like, Eric, so these small things you want us to move, how can
I
this
go
person
finish
be
this guy.
This
satisfied?
guy's stomach.
See that one
It's
breast
even
alone
bigger than my two
can feed a whole.
Efua Santua. I'm like, oh, she should be sleeping. But no, she came to support you. How did you feel like when you saw her?
I was so honored and privileged. I did all I can to come to Accra. When I was left with just barely 4 days to my own Cook-A-Thon. And financially, if I were okay at that point, I would come to see Efua. But I didn't have it. But I wished her well on my social media. Evidently, if you go to my Facebook page before I started my own Cook-A-Thon, I was a fan. I knew the way they had given it to us, her Sing-A-Thon and my Cook-A-Thon, it means we submitted our applications almost at the same period. And so I was so happy for her that we were the 2 females having to lift up this country by doing something great with our talents and skills. So I supported her on my page even before my own Cook-A-Thon.
Have you caught up with your sleep, Faila? Have you?
I want to go back to cooking. I'm not feeling sleepy.
So these days, how many hours do you sleep?
I can barely blink my eye, but
Wow.
I'm okay. I sleep. When it's at night, I sleep. But when it's daybreak, I'm just waiting to get the slightest opportunity to cook. Because that's my job.
Okay, so Faila, I mean, everyone knows you're Chef Faila.
Yes.
So before you became Chef Faila or our Fire Faila, where could we have found you? Which kitchen? What were you doing? What was the normal, the old Faila? What was the normal day like the old Faila like?
Yeah, so I completed a University for Development Studies, WA campus. I did community development. And so, you know, the picture we always have about education is that come out, your certificate, they push somebody out of their office and then you sit there. Evidently, I am sure we can all attest to the fact that the community developments I did has manifested in Cook-A-Thon.
Yes, indeed.
Didn't it develop our society?
You go, girl.
Didn't it give us the exposure of development?
Wasn't
the
there a
oneness,
community?
The unity, that is it.
It's all there.
That is it.
Yeah.
And so there are times you just have to put yourself together for things to keep on rolling to your destination. Yes. Right after school, it was difficult to find a job. And I told myself that I wasn't going to be part of those who would sit and fold their arms and say there are no jobs. I'm going to use my skill to fend for myself and my family. And so I did a peace song some years back when we hadn't, the peace in Gabon wasn't restored yet. And this song was geared towards educating my own people on the essence and reasons why we should be united.
Sing small for us.
Yes.
Sing small for us. Please. Yes. We want to hear the peace song. Come on. Faila. Just the chorus.
Yeah, some more.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Namala acha makati ina tukurutava Pati acha makati ina tukurutava Dabi amarite zangpa yunungo pibu Shebi you want peace, peace building peace keeping peace building Lele Anasharanum like Ukananubu Song City But this are me, Damatagan Makula Tava. Okay, so.
The voice is still there. Yeah.
Chef Faila has spoken about her assistant chef. Eric says he is incredible being for holding her back during the Cook-A-Thon attempt. She also opened up on how unknown people attacked her spiritually for her to fail, but with God Almighty, she was able to stay true and made Ghana proud. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos and updates. Peace out.